You are not learning. You are just delaying the work. There is a difference. When you watch another video on productivity and bookmark another framework, you feel useful. Your brain cannot consume information about action and actually execute the action at the same time. Therefore, every evening ends the same way. Every morning, you start over with nothing changed. You call it preparation. But preparation is not what you are doing. What you are doing is hiding. The video ends. The article closes. The podcast fades. And you still have not opened the document, made the call, started the task. You already knew what to do before you clicked. You just needed something easier than doing it. Therefore, the problem is not missing information. The problem is that your brain found a perfect substitute. Consumption feels like progress. It has structure, a beginning, an end, completion without risk. Real work has none of that. Real work is open-ended, uncertain, vulnerable to failure. Your brain will always choose the thing that feels productive over the thing that actually is always. Therefore, the question is not what you need to learn next. The question is what you are willing to feel instead. Because the moment you stop consuming, you are left with something unbearable. Silence. Not the peaceful kind. The kind that makes you want to reach for anything. The kind where you feel how heavy the task actually is. Your brain cannot tolerate that weight for long. It will do anything to escape it. Scroll, click, stream, distract. But there is a narrow window before the escape happens, a moment where the discomfort has not peaked yet. And if you can sit inside that moment without moving, your brain makes a different choice, not because you suddenly feel motivated, not because the task became easier, but because doing nothing becomes worse than doing the work. There is a protocol for this. 2 options only work, or sit in complete silence. No phone, no music, no second screen, no rearranging your desk, no checking one last thing, nothing. You sit, you stare, you feel the full weight of the resistance, and you wait. Your brain will crack before you do. It does not want to be bored. It does not want to sit still with no reward. Therefore, it will choose the only other option available. The work. Not because the work is suddenly appealing, but because your brain is built to optimize for stimulation and you just removed every other source. The task becomes the least painful option. That is the entire mechanism. You are not battling laziness. You are battling a system that has learned to treat information as action. Every video you watch, every article you save, every framework you screenshot, your brain files it under progress. But progress is not what happened. What happened is avoidance dressed in self-improvement language. The moment you stop rewarding yourself for consumption, for note-taking, for feeling like you are getting randy, that is when the pattern breaks. Therefore, the fix is not better content. The fix is removing the exits. Sit down, set a timer. 2 choices, work on the thing or do absolutely nothing. No compromise, no middle ground, no productive alternative. Your brain will resist immediately. It will offer you a different task, a smaller task, a task that feels more reasonable. Ignore it. The rule does not bend. Work or nothing. The first few minutes are the worst. You will feel restless, agitated, like you are wasting time. You are not. You are forcing your brain to confront the choice it has been avoiding. Comfort or effort, stimulation or silence. Most people break here. They reach for the phone, open a tab, justify one quick check, but if you hold the line, something shifts. The discomfort peaks, then stabilizes, then becomes boring, and boredom, pure boredom with no escape, is intolerable. Your brain will choose work just to end the boredom, not motivation, not inspiration, just the basic drive to do something, anything, and the only thing available is the task. You open it, you start, not because you feel ready, but because sitting there doing nothing finally became worse. That is the shift. It does not feel dramatic. It feels like giving in, like your brain quietly picked up the work because it ran out of other options. And that is fine. You do not need a breakthrough. You need movement. The first sentence, the first step, the first minute. Therefore, this is not about discipline. This is about designing a choice your brain cannot escape. You already know what needs to be done. You just keep avoiding the moment you actually do it. So stop looking for the next method, the next video, the next voice telling you how to start. Sit down, close everything. 2 options, work or nothing. No phone, no music, no research, no planning. Nothing. See how long you last. Your brain does not want to waste time. It just wants the path of least resistance. Take away every path except the work. And it will choose the work, not because you are finally disciplined, not because you found the perfect system, but because you stopped giving it an easier exit. The task has not changed. The difficulty has not changed. What changed is that you remove the illusion of progress. Consumption is not preparation. Watching is not working. Learning is not doing. You already know this. You have always known. Therefore, the only question left is whether you are willing to sit with the discomfort long enough to let your brain solve it for you. Work or nothing. That is the protocol.